Hello everyone, and welcome back to Daily Update by 1000 Day Challenge. The day 935, so just doing a very quick run from the update itself. Alright, so running through into S&P 500 and Nasdaq, we definitely did see last-ditch momentum to maintain a strong bullish momentum, but it has since been breached, and right now we're definitely leaning towards the downside of things. So the key thing is whether how strong the downside will we continue, will we still be able to maintain relatively strong upside? So to me, the last straw will be definitely on the 200 simple moving average from the daily chart, simply because it's both in terms of a significance resistance itself, and secondly also because it's a 0.618 Fibonacci retracement from the top to the bottom. So this confluence of support will definitely be the last area we're looking at in terms of supportive pattern wise in that sense. All right, so there's something to take note of. And if you're looking in terms of where Nasdaq is likely to be, then looking in terms of this, then definitely I do think that there is confluence zone over here. So in terms of key support here, you'll be roughly around here, which will be between the 0.382 and 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. In addition to that, there's also a confluence of 200 simple moving average, 150 exponential, a simple moving average as well, because previously acted resistance, and then potentially to be acting as a support. So this is a potentially a good region of support over here towards the more towards the downside, I would say. All right, and then overall, if we look in terms of ASHR wise, we did see a break below that, but the key thing is that we remain supportive, and right now we are bouncing up very strongly. So this is a very key sign of a support level as well. Over here, see a nice support entry over here, then you could potentially put a stop loss right below this region itself. But the reason why I do not swing trade ASHR and KMA is because they tend to have a very large gap here and there, leading to very poor risk to risk setup, even if you set your stop loss. Unless you're using options trading itself, then perhaps it could be controlled to a certain extent. All right, and moving along in terms of keyword wise, we are seeing in terms of last ditch support yesterday itself, but it looks like we are quickly breaking below it. Definitely not a good sign. And if we do break below it in terms of where I do think it will be supportive, the next level of very clear support that is potentially coming to potentially be somewhere along here. So on the daily chart itself, we are seeing somewhere potentially along the line of here itself. So there could be somewhere supportive over here. So over here is where potentially you could look for potential strong support region itself. Over here, not so much, but then again, we will be rejected over here. Not necessarily from support, so I'm not that necessarily confident in that sense, but over here we rejected, and then breakthrough and then continuation. So over here will be a more likely target in my opinion itself. And then moving along in terms of Bitcoin itself, similarly, same thing. I do think that potentially if we do come over here, there will be a good entry. But yesterday, what I did enter was basically over here. I did mention that first entry, second entry, first rejection, second rejection, third time is likely a charm, but it doesn't look like it. But bear in mind, I see a very nice kind of false break kind of a setup, and then a potential continuation. I enter slightly later to show you that this could be a potential setup entry that you could potentially look to take. Target will definitely still be along here, stop loss will be along here itself. So what I do potentially, the best case scenario is definitely entering along here itself. Yeah, so if we have entered along here, that will be even better. But right now, I'm definitely still sticking to the trade. It looks to be supportive very rightly at the 20 exponential moving average on the 4-hour chart itself. So as long as we remain supportive around this zone, I do think that it's a very nice kind of triangle formation pattern itself. And even after multiple rejection itself, we are not seeing a strong rejection, which I do say that there is a confluence of rejection itself. So in this case, I do think it's very likely to be very strong peers. If you don't pierce strongly through all the way to the top, what could happen is that we have a very strong rejection, in which case then the rejection will take place and bring us to the bottom. There's a potential that I'll look to a short instead. But otherwise, with that said, I'll stick to a short-term long setup. And if there's any update, I'll keep you guys updated. With that, I come to the end of the day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.